You know why? A while back I tried to help Shigure and we ended up getting into a huge fight. This situation isn't so different. So I know how you feel, Azuki, and I know how Coconut feels. Full of regret. Azuki lowers her head, holding her hand tightly and digging her nails into her skin. There's been a lot of times where I've been ended up doing stupid things. I want to help out my precious family if they end up in a similar situation. I take her hand, now painfully red and marked up from her own nails, and peer into her eyes. Azuki, being stubborn like this is only going to make things more painful. The longer this goes on, the less chance you have to make up with Coconut. Are you okay with that?
分かりきったこと聞いてどうすんだよ。
Część takich momentów jest z życia wzięta, jak tak naprawdę, nie? Jakby nie patrzeć, nie? Yeah, I guess you would. Well, if you know that, then you know we have to go and find Coconut. You are her big sister, right? Azuki lifts her head. Though she seems hurt, she looks at me.
言われなくたって分かってるし。
Yeah, I guess you are not as indecisive as I am, Azuki. I choose my words deliberately. Her lips curve into a resigned smile.
たく、歌唱はほんと意外に暑苦しいよな。くせえこと平気で言うカッコつけだし。でも。 おかげさまでへこんでる場合じゃなくなったわ。
This is just another thing that a big sister has to deal with.
そうだな。お姉ちゃんは大変だ。
She nods, smiling, just as always.
じゃあ、ダメな妹を探しに行きますか。
Yeah, we have to find her quickly. With a deep breath, I put hand on the shop's door, and pushing it open, we ran out to go find our beloved sister. I find her at last standing by a railing at an empty park that overlooks the ocean. She has her back turned to me and her fine long hair streams down it. Hearing my footsteps, she turns to face me. Her heteromatic eyes are red and puffy from crying. She looks away from me, hiding her giant complexion. I had a lot I was gonna say to you when I found you, but I'm just glad you are safe, Coconut, really. I lay my honest feelings out and breathe and deep relieved seek. She lays her face back down on the railing. The sound of her muffled sobs echoed throughout the park. Silently, I stand beside Coconut, and we gaze at the pitch black sea and night sky together.
分かってるんだ。僕がダメなのくらい。お兄ちゃんに教えてもらってようやくこの ちょっと役に立つくらいだって。
She seems even weaker than than the wavering starlight being reflected off the water surface. Her voice is frail and despondent as she continues to sob. I stand there silently waiting for Coconut to talk.
僕は本当に体が大きいだけで何の役にも立ててなくて、シナモンにもメープルにも年下のショコラやバニラにも、あんなこと言われた小豆にだって全然かなわないって分かってるんだ。分かってるから頑張ってるんだ。でもうまくいかないでも。
Ale nie wiem, tylko że ty mówisz teraz na serio? Na serio? Na serio? She wraps her fist tightly around the rail. One after another, tears being to run down her face. It's hard to see her in so much pain, knowing that I can't do anything. I understand that nothing I say will reach her now. Words won't help, but... Ooh. I put my arms around her trembling shoulders and tenderly brush her cheek. She might be bigger than any of the other categories, but despite how she looks, she's actually the most gentle, delicate and helpless all of them. I feel like I will break her if I hug her too tight. As if giving her my strength, I embrace her and whisper into her ear as gently as I can. Haven't I told you? I'm always so impatient, Coconut. Her voice is much calmer than before, and she begins to loosen up just a little bit. Chocolate might be sense and cheerful, but it's because of those qualities that she's so awkward and messes up a lot. Vanilla is smart, but she's always so apathetic. Maple says rude things to customers too, and Cinnamon always spaces out and ends up ignoring everything else around her. With a weary smile, I continue to look at the speechless Coconut. Azuki is always so sarcastic and it causes a lot of problems. Even Shigure pushes herself too hard and bites off more than she can chew sometimes. And of course, I'm always bossing everyone around and making them to do things how I want them to be done. Even now I'm at a loss because I can't seem to make you feel any better. You may be a little insecure, vain and clumsy, but when it comes to physical strength you have everyone beat and you are always trying to do your hardest. I bring her close and firmly embrace her, shaking head. Smutku nigdy nie żartujesz. Pogarszać stan osoby, która ma myśli samobójcze. No nie, no wiadomo, nie. No, tylko mówię, nie? Trzeba przede wszystkim poznać taką osobę, a osoba, która przykładowo dość często żartuje, ciężko idzie wyczuć tam to, że mówi na poważnie, nie? Dopóki faktycznie tego nie powie i nie będzie powtarzać, to tak, nie? Ale nie da, że to na poważnie. It all depends on how you look at it. human category, this doesn't matter. Everyone has good and bad traits. Coconut, do you dislike the other categories because of their flaws? You and Azuki are always fighting. Do you really hate her?
それは嫌いじゃない。そんなことで嫌になんかなれないよ。
Coconut murmurs, her voice shaky as tears drip down her cheek. Yeah, I wouldn't either. Even if there are parts you dislike about her, that doesn't mean you hate her. Because in the end, we were a family. At least that's how I
お
feel.
兄ちゃん、
Even though we are not blood related, you are still a precious member of the Minaduki's family, aren't you? At the very least, I consider you to be my younger sister, just like Shigure is. Even if you hate me, okay?
お兄ちゃん。ごめんなさい。さっきはひどいこと言っちゃってごめんなさい。家族じゃないなんて、騙したなんて、僕、そんなこと少しも思ってないよ。
Jakże mówię, tutaj są takie częściowo prawdziwe, z życiem wzięte bardziej bym powiedział, sytuacje, nie? Walki rodzinne i tak dalej.
お兄ちゃんもあずきも何よりも大事な家族なのに、あんなこと言ってごめんなさい。
Tears of tears becomes a river, and she begins to wail, repeating "I'm sorry" over and over again. With Coconut's head nestled against me, I gently rub her cheek. Hugging her tighter, I try to stop her from trembling.
さっきのだって分かってる。分かってるんだ。あずきはすごく口が悪いけど、僕のこと何も言わずにいつも助けてくれてるって。喧嘩ばっかりしちゃうけど、でも大好きなお姉ちゃんなんだよ。これであずきに嫌われちゃっても嫌いになんてなれないくらい好きなんだよ。
I gently wipe the tears from Coconut's left cheek. Does it still hurt where Azuki hit you?
こんなのなんともないよ。きっとあずきの心の方が何倍も痛かったから。僕、あずきに謝らなくちゃ。もう許してもらえないかもしれないけど、でもちゃんと謝りたいよ。
Her crying gets louder, and she begins to howl over and over again. Oh mój Boże. Lepiej uczucia. No. Pewnie coś takiego też by się przydało. So about Azuki, I take my hand off Coconut's cheeks and turn around.
この距離なんだから聞こえてるに決まってんだろ。あずき。
With her usual nonchalant attitude, North turning her head away in embarrassment.
ほんとに手のかかるバカ猫だな、おめえは。
She approaches Coconut as she speaks. Oh.
ごめんなさい。ひどいこと言ってごめんなさい。あんなこと言われたからって家族の縁が切れるわけがねえだろうが、このバカ猫が血がつながってるとかつながってねえとかそういうもんじゃねえだろ。たとえナッツが認めなくてもおめえは私の妹なんだ。どんなに喧嘩しようが何を言い合おうが関係ねえ。それでも無条件に許せるんだから家族なんだろ。ごめんなさい、ごめんなさいお姉ちゃん。
And they hug each other tightly, putting aside all their issues. and don't let each other go. It's all my fault. A, no to miła kwestia?
私が悪かった。許してくれ。
Rozpędziłem się znowu.
ナッツが頑張ってるのは誰よりも私が見てたから。だからもうピーピー泣くんじゃねえよ。妹泣かせる姉貴とか最低もいいとこだろうが。そんなこと言われたらもっと泣いちゃうに決まってるでしょ。ありがとうお姉ちゃん。お姉ちゃん。たく手のかかる可愛い妹なんだからよ。夏は。
Heavy drops began to roll down Azuki's face as she gently pats coconuts again and again. It was pretty eventful night, but I'm glad that they were able to make up in the end. As I try to hold back my own tears, I look at Azuki and coconuts as they continue to embrace each other. Damn. It's gotten really late. I look at the time and see that it's already past 11 p.m.
ごめんなさい。僕が余計な時間を取らせたから。別におめえ一人のせいじゃねえし。いちいち自虐ネタに走るんじゃねえよな。今日のお姉ちゃんは優しいな。うるせえ。私はいつも優しいんだよ。
She sighs embarrassed and snorts slightly, letting her facade sleep a bit. I don't want to ruin this charming scene. Since you guys have made up to each other now, why don't you stay at my place tonight?
ショコラとバニラがいねえからって、私らを代わりにしようってか？
Ciekawa propozycja, Zuki.
そんな手に乗るほど、私は安い猫じゃねえぞ。代わりって、お兄ちゃん、それって。
No, I'm just offering you a place to stay. You two are making the dress up.
ま、確かに、今から帰るのも面倒だし。それならナッツと一緒でも仕方ねえかな。本当に？じゃあ、あずきのことギュってしながら寝てあげるね。よし、てめえはソファーで一人で寝ろや。じゃあ腕枕で妥協するから。姉妹なんだし、それくらいならいいでしょ。おいカション、ナッツの姉妹感を兄として強制してやれよ。
I don't know, she seems pretty similar to Shigure if you ask me.
言われてみればそうだったな。でしょ。だから今日は一緒に寝ようね、お姉ちゃん。わかったわかった。今日だけはな。はい、ありがとうお姉ちゃん。
The stars in the night sky twinkle down on us three Minadukis as we cheerfully make our way home. Kola is back! Pat, 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 pat.
ご主人様。
Alright, there. Welcome home. I catch Chocola as she flies into my arms.
しぐれ、ただいま戻りました。久しぶりの我が家にただいま。
Welcome home, you two. Shigure and Vanilla. The pair continues past me into the house.
3人ともおかえり。お疲れ様。
Spoko, no. No. To była wyczująca historia, naprawdę. Nie tylko to, co pisałeś, ale w grze też. Ach, te emocje.
その様子だとなんとか大丈夫だったみたいね。ええ、なんとか。それは大変でしたけども。一時は往生しかけた、マジで。
Sure, sounds like it was an ordeal, alright. Sugar and Vanilla sounds serious. They got this really solemn about them, but I guess I will have to reward Shigeru personally.
あれ、あずにゃんとココちゃんは？ああ、二人ならキッチンの方で。何すんだよ、バカマンチカン。
いいポール。
僕が卵割ってるのくらい見えてるでしょ。うるせえ、この長毛種が。てめえのでけえケツが邪魔だからぶつかっちまったんだよ。もうあずきとココナッツは神聖な兄様の厨房で喧嘩などして、ココちゃんもあずにゃんももっと仲良くすればいいのにね。あの2匹はしゃあない。ああいう生き物なんだよ、ショコラ。
No, they are getting along, just in their own way. Seeing those two fight is, in a weird way, kind of cute. I watched the two go at it through the other window.
もう素直じゃないんだからな。ギュッてしちゃうぞ、お姉ちゃん。えい、ギュー。てめえ。おい、うぜえからやめろっつうの。離せこら。嬉しいくせに。ほらほら、ぐるぐるぐる。
Oh.
何があったの？あの2匹。いつの間にか昔みたいにお姉ちゃんって呼んでるけどね。でも仲良さそうだからいいんじゃないかな。そうそう、よくわかんないけど仲良しが一番だよ。笑う角には服着たれってね。ショコラの能天気キャラはこういう時は癒されるんだけどね。バニラ、思い出すのはやめましょう。また次回の更新の時まで。また次回があるんだね。困ったものよ。ほら、尻尾立ってるよ、ピーンって。すごい。ちげえし、これはフレーメン反応だし。
Lemon response. Hey, you two, save it for after work. Alright, looks like everyone's here. Let's get ready to open up. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I'm reminded of that saying. I move over to Azuki and Coconut, who certainly seems to have made up, and rub their heads, messing up their hair.
ネコパラ。
A few days after Chocolate and Vanilla return. Ale, ludziska. To tyle na dzisiaj.